Today we're gonna do a review on something special. You might be wondering what it is. I'll get straight to the point with it. We're gonna do a review on the Wolf family. We got a nice little presentation to gather the facts, and we're gonna analyze our experiences. Then we're gonna give a final rating, and hopefully it will be nice and good. It probably will be, but I'll have to give my rating after. But we'll see how it goes, and I hope you enjoy the video. And that's really it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back later with a review score. Bye, see you soon.
Hey Wolf family, we're doing this video as like a going away present for you guys, because we're gonna miss you and the house. So just wanted to say thank you for all the countless memories, all the fun, all the parties, just everything, fires, and just it was really a great time being at your house, and we're all gonna miss it a lot. So we're doing this video as like a thank you, a going away present, and we wish you the best of luck down in Florida. It was really great getting to know you as well as your sons. They are really great people, and knowing that they're at least staying in Fairlawn, or not Fairlawn, in Jersey for a little bit makes me really happy. And going back to school with Jordan, it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for everything. You guys are the best.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks
Go. Where's the Robitussin? Where's the Robitussin?
Your house was like a home base for us for the last 15 years. And it's honestly, it's strange to think what we're gonna do now that it's not there. We're moving on straight to Jared's apartment. But seriously, thank you for giving us over 15 years of memories and just opportunities to spend time in your house. It's a house I'm never gonna forget. None of us will ever forget it. And just look back and be grateful for everything that we had to do there. From the water bottle football, to the birthday parties, to the backyard fires and barbecues. Honestly, it only got better throughout the years, and for every single memory, thank you. There's a special shout out for Mr. and Mrs. Wolf for letting us use their house for the last 1,000 years. Even though, there was work early the next day, or just we were obnoxiously loud in the basement, there's honestly no way that you slept with us down there. I know I never could have. So, for allowing us to come back even after all that stuff, thank you. It's going to be hard to replace your house. I don't think it ever can be. But the memories will always be there.
I got a piece of land out in the countryside. Lay back and smell the sun. Warm up the Georgia pie. Feels so good to be taking it easy. Why would I ever leave? 'Cause I know I got some good friends.
Hey the Wolves, I hope you guys are doing well, and congrats on finding a new place in Florida. I hope you guys love it there. To Jared and Jordan, I just want to say that you guys have been great friends throughout since I was, I think in 3rd grade or like 2nd grade we met in Hebrew school, and then found out we went to the same middle school, and Kyle and stuff introduced me to you guys, and we've been great friends ever since. And even though you guys aren't moving, I know it's going to be different for you guys in a new chapter of your life. Jared, you're going to have your own apartment. Jordan, you're about to be living in Quinnipiac, and I guess be living with Jared when you're not at school, but you guys aren't going to be living in Fairlawn anymore. It's going to be pretty weird. So I know I always remember like playing games in that basement and stuff like Smash and like water ball football, and we used to order like a shit ton of sushi and Chinese food there all the time. And some of my best memories from when we were hanging out when we were younger were in that basement, all throughout when I was growing up from like 7th, 8th grade to like even now. And you know, I just really had a great time with there, and I still have a great time with you guys. And I just want to say thank you for everything. In that house, you know, I have a lot of great memories in my life. And to the parents, I want to say thank you for hosting us and being super hospitable. And you know, you guys have been great and you're super nice and awesome. You guys love it in Florida, and you guys have a great move and everything goes well. And you know, that every time I think of Fairlawn, that the Wolf's house will always be at the top of my mind, and that some of my best memories were made there. Thank you guys for everything.
In a small town where it feels like home, I got everything I need, and nothing that I don't.
Jared, do you wear Jordans because you miss your brother?
And nothing that I don't. Homegrown. It's the way that you carry from the things you think you want. It's the way that you carry from the things you think you wear. It's you even carry on. It's the way that you carry from the things you think you want.
So, when I was first told about the making of this video, I knew pretty much right away the best memory for me that would fully encapsulate my relationship with Jared and Jordan together. And I think that is a birthday party that you guys threw for the both of them. I think it was their 12th birthday party. We went to Dave & Buster's, a whole group of us, right, for dinner. And then we spent some time in the arcade. And then that night, a bunch of us slept over in Jared and Jordan's bedrooms. That night means a lot to me for a couple reasons. So first of all, around that time, I think I was 11, if it was their 12th birthday. I was already hanging out with Jared for a good few years, but that party really helped me get to know Jordan a lot better. And I think that was the start of, you know, just my friendship with him and how we're a lot closer today. And the other reason is, that party, that was the first time I had ever slept over anyone's house. So I realized at that age, for my parents to finally let me do something like that, it must have been because they must really trust this family. You know, they must really like these parents. So I see now that many years later, their intuition really couldn't be any more correct. Larry, Stacy, thank you guys so much for being two of the most kind people my parents and I have ever met. Throughout the years, whenever I would come over, your hospitality was second to none, and you always made me feel like a member of the Wolf Pack, which I will never forget. I also want to thank you guys for raising two of the most incredible young men I've ever had the pleasure of getting to know and just hanging out with throughout my childhood. You know, first of all, obviously there's Jared, who, you know, I wouldn't want to dorm at school for 3 years with just anybody, you know? And there's also Jordan, who I just think is a natural leader. I genuinely think he's the guy who has just helped mold this group and keep it together for so long. And I believe he's going to do really amazing things in the future. They both are. I'm excited for both of them. I'm excited for you guys. Enjoy your new home down in Florida. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, especially in these crazy times. And hopefully our paths cross again someday, sometime soon.
Jordan, I love you guys, and I'm gonna miss you. I'm going to try to see you guys as often as possible, despite you guys no longer being in town. Jared, I know you're right over the border, and Jordan, you'll probably be around a lot, but I'm still going to make an effort, and I'm going to try to see you way more often than I've been seeing you recently. Jared, I don't know if you remember, but the first time I considered you a friend was when we were partners in crime and we stole a sign from Radburn, and Laura's mom started yelling at us and told us that she would report us to someone, and we ran away, and that was a beautiful day. Jordan, you're the most positive vibes person I know, and hanging out with you is always a blast because of it. The way you smile and react to things always cheers me up, and I love how you're always down to go on an adventure with me, and we always have a blast when we do. Thank you.
And his name is John C.
Jordan, Jared, what can I say, man? It's been great. All the times we spent chilling in your basement or chilling here in the backyard somewhere. It's been great, and I've loved it. Jared, you're probably the most level-headed person I know. If I had to be like, hey, that's the most alright dude I know, I'd say Jared. Whatever I know, man, you're always mellow, you're always the level-headed things, and it's great. And Jordan, you there, you rambunctious scoundrel, well, you're going places, my dude. I'm telling you, it's always been great hanging out with you, you're delightful, and you're always the person who puts 110% into anything and does everything with enthusiasm. So Jordan, you're going places. Jared, for you too, just probably not on TV like Jordan. Jordan, I see it, boy, Hollywood. And Jared, you gonna be a muscle man, and you know, probably a businessman. The combo of both. Anyway, guys, it's been great. I'm gonna miss you guys when you're in Florida, but hopefully won't be too long before we see each other.
Gonna kill you!
Hey, Jared and Jordan, you know, congrats to Jared on finding the new place, and congrats to your parents on finding that place in Florida. You know, that's awesome, it's great. You know, it's, especially in these unprecedented times, it's great that you guys have found a place to live so fast. But I just want to say thank you for, you know, always opening up your house for us to come over and hang out. And, you know, especially growing up with them, that was so important. That's one of the reasons why our friend group is still intact and around, because we spent so much time together, especially over there. And without that, I don't think our friend group would be as close as it is now. You know, given the fact that we were there pretty often. You know, and, you know, just want to say thank you for that, and good luck.
I'd probably say that I don't really have a specific memory that I'd like to share, but just in general, the multiple times that we'd order Chinese food and we couldn't pile up the money because we all had $20 bills, so that kind of sucked, but it was still fun. And then we would fight for whoever would give the phone call, and then our random wrestling that we would always do in the basement, and we try not to break stuff, which I think we did a pretty good job of not breaking things, which is probably a good thing. And then all the birthday parties in a row, with the Boom Burger to the escape rooms and Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza, all that in the Manhunt and all that stuff. They're really nice because we didn't really have like too many birthday parties a year, so I would always look forward to going to those. So that's where I'd probably say like how much I appreciate the Jared and Jordan brothers and Larry and Stacy for actually being able to host us and pay for all the food, and just have us over. even though we were probably screaming so loud that the neighbors would hear us and stuff. But it was still a great time, and thank you for having us for all these years. I'm really gonna miss the basement because that's where we hung out the most. Obviously, everywhere else in the house was nice too, but the basement is where we have all the memories for the most part, and the backyard too. So it's gonna be really weird not being able to go there anymore. I'm probably gonna drive to your house a couple times just to see what's going on after you guys move. But yeah, for sure, I hope you have a good time in Florida. I hope that Larry does a good job teaching, or I guess he's not really a teacher, but I hope you have a good time doing whatever you're doing there. And Stacy, I don't know what you're doing there, but I hope you have a good time anyway. And I know that you love the beach, so get a good tan. And I will see Jared and Jordan soon. I'm gonna be at their apartment every day probably. We're gonna have a good time, but I will miss you guys. I hope that I see you soon, and all of us or whatever. So thank you, and bye.
Die, motherfucker. Die, motherfucker.
Take a video, take a video.
No!
Santa Claus!
I can't see! Hello, little boy!
Family. So when we decided to do this video, we each were thinking of like memories if we had any specific things. And for me, my specific memory was at Jordan and Jared's 16th birthday party when you had us come to Anthony's Coal Fire and we had a nice dinner. And on the way home, for me specifically, it was fun because me and Vander were to put in the back of Mrs. Wolf's car, so we were in the trunk on the whole ride, and I had no idea where we were. It was my first time at your house. So when I told my parents to pick me up, they're like, "Where is it?" And I just texted them, I don't know, I was in the trunk when we were when we were going there. And for me, it was really fun because I kind of knew everybody. I kind of met everyone at Hersh's surprise party prior, and I met people like in the past, like Gavin. I met him through Sheet Hockey, and Mark, but I kind of didn't know that everyone was part of the same group. So then at that party, when everything clicked, everything literally clicked, and now we're here, and yeah, it was an awesome time. And again, just thank you.
Jordan, what are you doing?
Not like the fucking Danny Ocean bullshit. The fuck is Danny Ocean?
Jordan, what are you doing?
Did I do that?
What's up, Jordan and Jared, and the whole Wolf family? I just wanted to take a minute to, thank you guys for everything you've done for me over the years, and just the amazingly great family you guys have been towards me, especially. The amount of times you let me come over, weekend after weekend after weekend, always feeding me, always making me feel at home, always making sure, we feel comfortable in your home. It's just, it's awesome. You can't find that everywhere you go. So it's good to have, friends and a family like that. It's definitely going to be weird not having you guys a phone call away on the other side of town. So it's going to take some getting used to. I know Jordan and Jared will be back and forth between Florida and New Jersey, but it's still going to take some getting used to. It's going to be an adjustment period, but I'm going to miss you guys. You guys are like family to me. Like I said, you can't find family like you guys everywhere you go, so it's definitely going to be missed. Definitely going to take some getting used to. I love you guys. Gobble up.
Alright, after some careful analyzation and review of going through the footage I'd have to give a consensus that the experiences and times with the Wolf brothers and the Wolf parents and the house and all the experiences and whatnot, I'd probably have to give it a final consensus of a first time rating of a 10, but unfortunately we happened to change our review scale, so now it's out of 11. So unfortunately it's not really a perfect score, but you still get the 10 nonetheless of a first time. Congratulations, and goodbye, and see you later. Again, this is a final rating of a 10 out of 11. Thanks for being the first on our new review scale. Bye.